It's another Money Making Monday, and it's your boy CJ Curry with not one, not two, not three, but four different plus EV plays on the PrizePicks board. If you're not playing on PrizePicks yet, guys, use promo Curry, make your first deposit. They're going to match you dollar for dollar all the way up to $100, making your first entry on PrizePicks completely risk-free and on the house. I've left a special link for you down in the description below. Use Curry, use that link, and get started playing on PrizePicks today. Now, guys, it's been up and down. We've had some hits and misses, but that's what we're getting ourselves into today. It's a gambling type of situation here on PrizePicks. Nothing's guaranteed, but what I will say is that we have been able to target some very good early value in a lot of these videos. And so that's what we're going to try and do today. But first, before I get to that, guys, if you're looking for a community of like-minded individuals, a community that's focused on winning, join my Dub Club. I'm posting winning picks each and every day. There's over 350 members and counting. We're a growing, flourishing community. So if you're interested in joining it, $20 a month, just 67 cents per day. It's pretty affordable. That's one $10 two-pick power play. You win one of those over the course of an entire month. Well, then your entire Dub Club's paid for that month. So stop what you're doing and get yourself down in the description of this video and click the Dub Club link. Now, without further ado, let's take a look at the four PrizePicks plays that I've found here on the board. Now, how did I find these picks? Well, I use a number of different tools, and the main tool in my arsenal is one called the Daily Grind Fantasy Optimizer. Now, this tool is fantastic for locating those picks that will get bumped up, bumped down, or completely snatched down from the PrizePicks board. So that's all I've done today. I've pulled up the Daily Grind Fantasy Optimizer and I've taken a look at which plays are plus EV plays. Positive expected value. So what this tool does, it goes out and it looks at all the different sports books. It just gives you fair odds based on the juice. Is it being bet over? Is it being bet under? And then it strips out the VIG and it gives you the most accurate odds of these different picks hitting. So let's go ahead and start things off here. We got Zion Williamson of the New Orleans Pelicans. He's at 4.5 assists today. Now, according to the early juice, 54.5% chance that Zion goes over 4.5 assists today. So let's take a look at something here. I got props.cash, another one of my tools in my toolkit. Props.cash has Zion Williamson at 4.5 assists as well. And then when you kind of take a look at Zion Williamson's game logs over the last 8 games, these are games played without CJ McCollum. Obviously, McCollum's going to be out. Brandon Ingram will be in. We could go ahead and click Brandon Ingram in here. And when we do that, here's the games that you're left with. He's hit the over on 4.5 assists in 6 out of 8 games. That's a 75% hit rate. He's averaging a nice little 5.1 assists per game average in those games without McCollum in the lineup. So really nice hit rates. He's been a model of consistency, collecting at least 5 assists or more in those games. And then we'll also go and check out a projection for you. And in this case, I'm going to be using the Fantasy Labs projection tools. This is a paid or premium projection site, but it's well worth it. They have some very good projection models, historically speaking. So taking a look at this projection, they've got Zion Williamson all the way up at 5.5 assists on a line of 4.5. So now that we know it's a plus EV play, he's got good historical hit rates, consistencies there, and he's projected to go over 4.5 assists with a 5.5 assist number. We're going to go back to PrizePicks and we're going to definitely consider thinking about taking the more on Zion Williamson. Why would you take the less in this case? With how often he's hit the over, with the projections, with the way that the juice is flowing. People are betting the over on the sportsbook. Why would you take less when you could choose more on this? I don't know. If you guys disagree for any reason, you don't like the data, don't take it, or leave a comment down in the comment section below and let me know why you're not choosing more for Zion Williamson at 4.5 assists. The next one's going to be Buddy Hield of the Indiana Pacers. Another one with solid consistency, good hit rates. He's at 7.5 rebounds and assists. Let's take a look at where he's at on props.cash. And if you guys want to use props.cash to fuel your player prop research, I've left a special special promo code and link down in the description of today's video. Use that link, save 25% off your first month of props.cash, or maybe you want to try out the Daily Grind Fantasy Optimizer. Links for that are down in the description below. Take a look here. 7.5 rebounds and assists for Buddy Hield. This line just seems way too high. If we take a look at the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 games, 9 straight games, Buddy Hield's gone under 7.5 rebounds and assists. So he hasn't been a guy who's collected 8 or more rebounds and assists in very many games. In fact, he's only done it 3 times this season. He's only hit the over in 3 out of 15 games. That's a 5.6 rebounds and assist number average per game. So the line seems really weird to me. It seems way too high. And maybe there's something that I'm missing. I don't know if there's going to be somebody ruled out or injury news. I don't know. Guys, let me know. But from what I'm looking at here, 7.5 rebounds and assists just seems like a number that Buddy Hield has hit the over on not very often. Not a very often number. So anyway, very good hit rates. Taking a look at the projections here for Buddy Hield. Back to the projections provided here by Fantasy Labs. We type in Buddy Hield's name. He's projected for just 6.3 rebounds and assists. And of course, I wouldn't be talking about it if it wasn't a plus EV play. So we go and take a look at where he's at on the Daily Grind Fantasy Optimizer, and you see 54.5% chance that he's going to stay under 7.5 rebounds and assists yet again. So him and Zion Williamson kind of keep trading places on the optimizer as of this time for the top spot, you know, the most optimal play, but both of them look like very good plays. So again, back to PrizePicks you go. And obviously I would be thinking about taking the under or less on Buddy Hield at 7.5 rebounds and assists based on his game logs, based on his projection, and based on the fact that it is a plus EV play for him to stay under 8 rebounds and assists, which moves us on to Zion's teammate, big man Jonas Valanciunas, who's at 10.5 rebounds and assists. And here we go again. Just another one of those picks that has a lot of consistency to it. When we go and take a look at the games in which Valanciunas has played, these are games with Zion Williamson in the lineup, with Brandon Ingram in the lineup, with Herbert Jones in the lineup, and without CJ McCollum. You got a total of 6 games in this case. In 5 out of 6 of those games, Valanciunas has gone over his rebounds and assists line of 10.5. That's a 5 out of 6 hit rate, 83%, and he's averaging 12.7 rebounds and assists in those 6 games. So once again, consistency is where it's at. 5 out of 6. Things are looking pretty good here for Joe Val. Is it a plus EV play? Well, you betcha. You bet your money it is. So if we scroll down here and we take a look, Joe Val at 10.5 rebounds and assists, you've got a 53.7% chance that he's going over. Again, this is looking at the sportsbook lines and the data. It's stripping out the VIG. It's giving us true odds here of minus 136 that he goes over 10.5 rebounds and assists. So we've got good historical hit rates. We've got plus EV data here that's on our side. Let's also take a look at a projection. Once again, this is Fantasy Labs. Fantasy Labs coming through with a big 11.9 rebounds and assist projection for Jonas Valanciunas. Almost 12 rebounds and assists. The guy needs 11 for us to hit the over. So there's 3 really solid picks, but I'm giving you an extra one today. Today we're going for 4. So let's go ahead and talk about the 4th and final pick. And it's going to be Daniel Gafford of the Washington Wizards. He's typically at the center spot for them. He's at 16.5 points and rebounds. Now, Gafford, when he gets the minutes, when he's not getting in foul trouble, is pretty darn consistent at covering 16.5 points and rebounds. Again, back to props.cash we go. Taking a look here at the last 7 games for Daniel Gafford. He's actually hit the over, recording 17 or more points and rebounds in 6 out of 7 games. He actually came really close in his last game with 16. So you could see that over the last 7 games, he's just been super consistent, hitting the over here in 6 out of his last 7. And a lot of the times he goes for 19, 23, 31 monster points and rebounds in that game. So as far as consistency goes, you're getting it right here again with Daniel Gafford over 16.5 points and rebounds, averaging 17.2 for the season. But that average actually goes up when you take a look at the last 10 games that he's played in. It goes all the way up to 17.2. That's right, 70% hit rate over those last 10 games. So things are looking pretty good here for Daniel Gafford. Once again, we're going to go back to the Daily Grind Fantasy Optimizer. We're just going to make sure that we're on the right side of the juice, that the odds are in our favor, that the wind is at our backs. And once again, here with Daniel Gafford, you can see at 16.5 points and rebounds, over a 53% chance that he is going to come through for us. In fact, you've even got some sports books that are posting him at 17.5 points and rebounds, meaning we're getting a little bit of a discount, a little bit of a value play here with him being at 16.5. But we're not going to stop there. No. Just like the other 3 picks we've talked about previously, we're going to go and get you a projection here. We want to see if this thing's projecting good or bad and kind of see a theme here. A good, solid projection for Daniel Gafford going up against the Detroit Pistons. 18.7 points and rebounds. So he's projected for 2.2 PR higher than his line currently sits out here on PrizePicks. So why would you think about less? I don't know why you would think about less, but for me, I think that's another more option for you. So you got 4 different picks discussed in today's video. Zion Williamson at 4.5 assists, Buddy Hield at 7.5 rebounds and assists, Jonas Valanciunas at 10.5 rebounds and assists, and the one that we just talked about, Daniel Gafford at 16.5 points and rebounds. Out of these 4 picks, who do you trust the most? Which picks are you liking? Guys, let me know down in the comments section. And while you're down there, think about hitting the subscribe button, the like button for me. And you see that little bell icon? Click that bell icon, ring that bell, make sure that you have all notifications turned on so that as soon as I drop a video here on YouTube, you're alerted. Because sometimes YouTube doesn't always send the message out. So make sure that you got those notifications turned on. And that's it for me. 4 picks, all on PrizePicks. Guys, take advantage of this before the lines get bumped up, bumped down, or maybe they get completely snatched down. And make sure you're staying on top of the NBA news throughout the night, all the way up until tip-off at 7 p.m. Eastern time. That's it for me. Good luck. I will see you in the next video. Peace.